Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good evening to Prof. Murni and all my fellow classmates. My name is Aiman Shahira binti Abdul Razak. My matric number G2127080. Today I will do an article review on title How to Design Innovative Information Services at the Library by Magdalena Wojcik 2018. About the research. The subject of the research paper is Innovative Information Services in Libraries. In general, there are few publications that directly related to innovation in library services. However, this issue can be accounted in the course of reviewing literature related to strategic management in libraries or to introducing new technology into libraries. However, beyond theoretical consideration, there are very few tips for librarians on how to properly design innovative services. So this paper aims to contribute to filling this gap. From the author point of view, the issue of innovation in library services has not been widely discussed in library and information science journal. Other than that, this paper presents a very unique approach to library innovation based on the observations of specific commercial market phenomena, which open the door to new perspectives. The aim of the research. The aim of this research is mainly to identify the potential sources of innovation in library information services and also to show how they can be used to improve overall service quality. Besides, these are the specific purpose of the research paper. Firstly is to determine the states of research on innovation in the information services sector. Secondly is to identify sources of innovation and define the characteristic of an innovative information service. Thirdly is to identify example of good practice in the area of innovation in the commercial sector. And the last one is to develop the process for designing innovative library information services. Method that were used in the research paper. So in the first stage, analysis and critique of literature was used to establish the state of research in the field of innovative solution and select the main sources of innovation in services. The search was performed from the year 2006 until 2018 by using Google Scholar. And only papers published in English were considered. Next, a systematic search of the subject, literature and network resources was carried out according to the selected criteria to find example of innovative commercial services, specifically in information sector. This paper is a conceptual work presenting the issue of innovation from the perspective adopted by the author. The paper does not aim to fulfill the subject, but to show some interesting aspect of this issue and also to help initiate discussion on innovation in libraries from the perspective of phenomena present on the commercial information service market. This approach that has not yet adopted in a library science may show some new aspect and lead to new conclusion. Other than that, this is a literature review types of paper that is not based on empirical research, and it has not yet been tested in practice. However, the author believes that it can provide a valuable framework for designing and implementing innovative services in libraries. The presented process from this research paper can be an initial proposal that can and should be modified in the future based on further scientific reflection and example of implementation in libraries. For the finding of the research, libraries, like all customer-oriented service organizations, must innovate and can continually evolve to better meet the needs of their audience. It seems that in libraries, the basis of innovation and building a competitive advantage over other institutions may primarily be the thoughtful design of services in the spirit of the assumptions of the experience economy. Besides, innovative ideas based on in-depth knowledge of user needs are less dependent on financial conditions and more on the creativity and the passion of library staff itself. For the contributions of the research, it can be divided into two aspects, which is practical implication and the second one is social implication. For practical implication, it can be widely applied in practice as a framework for developing innovative library services. The paper, based on subject literature, proposed a process of designing innovative information services that can and should be tested in practice. The second one is in social implication aspect. This paper can help to initiate the debate on the needs to implement innovative solution in library services. Um, from this research paper is easy to be understood and the English language is medium level. The method that were used in the research is clear and well stated in the paper. This research paper is not based on empirical research. It is difficult to find research that show the result of implementing new concepts in libraries. There is very little empirical research that show the actual effect of using new tools and implementing new ideas in libraries, except perhaps studies that show the impact of ICT on the image of the library and on the user. So the reference to innovative research in the commercial sector clearly show that a number of conditions must be met in order for innovations to deliver tangible benefit in the information sector. Therefore, in this context, conducting empirical research on the effectiveness of innovation in libraries seems to be a priority. That's all from me. Thank you.